Good morning, everybody. Well, good morning from here. Oh, better turn this phone off. See who's messaging me. Hey, Jackie boy, Stephen. Good morning. Thank you for motivating me to do this live stream. Matt Jackson, hello. All right, let's put my phone on silent. All right. Just telling people that I'm live. There we go. Ryan D, hello. Kid Kentucky, hello. Got a few people on. So just so everyone knows, it's dark out here. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, which is okay because I usually wake up about 5 or 6 every day. Just that's the way my body clock is. Hello, Antonia. Tina, hello. Well, this is probably because here in Melbourne, because of the time zone, this is probably the best time zone for me to do live streams that will let people from both Europe and North America, South America, watch at the same time. So I think it's the evening in Europe, and I don't know. I guess it's depending on what coast you're on. Hello, Hannah, Stacy, Thomas. Wow. Okay. Quentin's here. Hello. Got a few people. Now, I have no particular topics that I want to talk about today. I'm going to let you guys ask the questions. I still have all of my perfumes here from the other day because I did the other night I did a stream where I went through basically most of my collection I went through, and I think that was just going on for too long. But you can ask me any questions you like, and I'll answer them, or I'll try to answer them. Thanks, Tina. So, what is everybody wearing today? I have not even, I obviously have not even thought about my scent of the day. 6 Rock and Robin. It's 8 p.m. in Palestine. Okay, so it's probably around the same time in Europe too. It is Sunday morning here, so I guess it's all Saturday for you guys. All right, we'll just start putting these. Are you enjoying that, Tina? I actually, Ganymede, I still like the perfume, but it was actually one of the perfumes I sold last year. Stacey, am I ready for the week of Pep? I think everybody is. Stacey is referring to the fact that later this week is my birthday, and I like to celebrate for the whole week leading up to my birthday. So, in honor of me having my birthday this week, make sure you all smash the like button. Matt Jackson, you cannot go wrong with sartorial. Hello, perfumeros. Pakoroban Porom. Is this the current version, or is it a vintage version? Hello. Yeah, 4 a.m., 4:06 now. I'm wearing a sexy sweatshirt. 6 p.m. So, um, is Santal complete fragrance du bois? Excellent. Thanks, Stephen. Do you have this version or do you have a different version? Hey, Hannah, that's probably a good scent of the day. I'm just gonna pop up all the perfumes mentioned that I have on Sol Mythique, one that I've wanted for a long time. Did you decide what Greek goddess reminded you of, or goddess? Antonio. I had a decant of Terre d'Hermes EDP for a long time, which I like. I've just never gotten around to buying a bottle of it. Hey Diana, oh, Lily Fantasy. Is that a new Juliet Has a Gun? I haven't heard of that one before. Are we licking the stream or liking the stream? I don't mind if you want to do both, Ryan. We all smell, Stacy. Favorite designer brand? Off the top of my head, look, I'm not gonna. Shall we? I'm not including Guerlain here. All right, let's just say, strictly speaking, Guerlain not a designer. I'm gonna go for Hermes and then Chanel. Okay, so that's the current Paco Rabanne Porom. So it's good still. Kid Kentucky Derby Club House Blanche. I haven't heard of that one. Hey Petra. Okay, what I'm gonna do is run through the comments because I've got quite a few people on already and answer as many as I can. So please, if I seem to skip any questions, ask them again later on because I might miss some. And so Adrian's asking, any impressions on Xerjoff fragrances? I know it's not my favorite house. I've tried a few, and I'll tell you the ones that I have tried and what my thoughts are because I have reviewed a few of them. I really like Xerjoff Neo. I liked Xerjoff Ivory Root. There was one Xerjoff I tried years ago and only a small sample, but I thought at the time it was absolutely beautiful, and it was called Dajala, Dhajala. That was beautiful. There is a couple, well, maybe just one off the top of my head. Xerjoff Naxos, which I've done a review of, I think is a little bit overhyped. And I don't own any bottles of Xerjoff just because, even as much as I like something like Xerjoff Neo, I would probably rather have decants of something like that because there's no way in my mind I can justify paying retail price for that house. Um, all right, so A Scent of Dreams smells like 4 different perfumes. Alien Essence Absolue, have not smelled. Yes, it's a good signature to have. Kid Kentucky. Thomas, I love Ensemble Mythique. So this is not a new perfume to me. It's a new bottle. I have wanted it. I've had it on my wish list for a long time. But I have done a review of it. I had sampled both this version and also the older version in the rectangular bottles, and to me, they're not too. I don't find too many differences in them. They smell pretty much the same to me. Okay, Stephen, liking. um, will I do something special now that I woke up so early? Like what do you have in mind? I can't think of anything. I haven't even had coffee. Um, but I'm gonna wait. If you you'll have to elaborate on that. Ah, yes, Derby Club or Derby Club by Armaf. I have heard of that one. Gabriel Sevilla Lob. I love that perfume. All right, so and I have so I sampled the older version in the clear bottle with the orange label, and I loved it. And then I could only find this new version um, that a lot of people say L'artisan reformulated some of their perfumes with, and I can't speak for all of them, but I bought this one, and to me, it smells as good as the sample that I have. But if you have not smelled this before, I I would say it's a risky blind buy because it's something that people I can't sit here in all honesty and say this is something that everyone will love. I just can't. Um, okay, what other hobbies do I enjoy, Stephen? All right, so before before I got really into perfume, and even before I started the YouTube channel, I really enjoyed, and I haven't done it for a long time. So I in my teens, I used to be right into music, and I used to play in bands. I used to play a bass guitar, and then later as an adult, like I always kind of liked music, and I would not even call myself a musician, but I kind of understand music theory. So for a while, I got into actually home recording, like producing music and stuff like that, writing music. In some of my early videos, on this channel, there's a music track that I used to put on the videos that I actually produce myself, just in like GarageBand and stuff like that. So yeah, so I still pick up the guitar every now and then and just dabble. Um, and my daughter is really really good musician. Like she plays guitar, she plays piano. I think she has a beautiful voice as well. So I'm looking forward to doing stuff with her when she's like not too busy studying her last year of high school and that kind of thing. And I also every now and then, if I have time and the mood strikes me, I like drawing, and I used to paint as well. Um, have I ever gotten to a point where I was bored of perfume, and hang it up completely? No, not yet. I still okay, so I still love perfume, and I still feel weird if I don't wear it on any particular day. It's like I feel like I need to wear perfume every day, otherwise I don't feel like I'm fully dressed. But I definitely have gotten to points where I might give up doing reviews on YouTube or posting about it on Instagram. Like that's kind of a daily a daily thing for me. Never ever smelling new things. I will say this. Um, I've definitely gotten to a point where I have any FOMO about buying new perfume. Like there are so many new releases now that it's kind of for a while there, and I think this probably happens for a lot of um, people, especially with new YouTube channels, that feel like they have to be one of the first or early people to review something. I I used to be like that, and then I realized that I can't do a review of something just off smelling it once and being as quick as I can to post a video about it. Like I have to wear something several times over a period of time before I review it. That's why, like I do reviews of stuff that's already been out for a while. Um, I don't care. It's just my opinion. But yeah, I can't ever see my bottles growing to any more than what I have now. I still have this thing now. If I want to buy a new bottle, I have to have something that it's going to be replacing here. Otherwise, I just buy samples or decants. Um, Matt Jackson, I will answer this question. Um, it is it look, it's I work for the government here in Australia, like it's a government job. And it's basically in the education section of the Australian equivalent of the IRS. So it's in taxation. And the reason I don't talk about it is because it's a fucking boring job. But um, it's like it's a good job to in terms of security and income, and like I am lucky like that I'm in a position to have a job like that, I guess. And but this is like what I like talking about, and I hate talking about day jobs, so it has no relation to um it's not something that I'm particularly passionate about. And if I get an opportunity to change it one day, I will. Yes, Stephen, Luna's definitely still singing. She's doing music as one of her senior high school subjects. Um, I'm really sorry. I can't pronounce that name. It looks, I'm not sure what is it, if it's Russian or not. Uh, Pure malt from Mugler. Yeah, I used to have a bottle of pure malt. It is nice, but I found that over time it just got too sweet for me, and like very hard to wear. So yeah, if you find it, give it a go. Yeah, they're always going to be more expensive. Sun, share with me some of my favorite myrrh encens scents. Okay. This has a lovely myrrh note. This has myrrh as well. This is Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. There is also myrrh in. Now I can't find it. There's also myrrh in Avignon from Comme des Garçons. I had this out here the other night. And I don't know where I've put it. Nanban from Arquiste also has a myrrh, a lovely myrrh note in it as well. Like I said, incense, Avignon, but I can't see what I've done with my bottle right now. It's got to be somewhere. What else? I'm just having a look at some of my perfumes. Just sort of an incense note, Comme des Garçons two-man as well. I find there is lovely incense in Fête Woman by Amouage. I think Amouage makes some good, here it is, incense perfumes. Yeah, so there's a few of them. There's a really nice incense in Audible. I need, Stacey, I think after this stream, I'm going to make myself this much latte. So I'm going to have my coffee for this Sunday, and then I'll see what I have to do. But definite plans would include having a nap at some time. Stephen, I'm very lucky in that my mother works somewhere where she can get me free coffee beans. So I have a free supply, and I get a particular blend of beans, and it's a blend of, I don't know exactly where they're from, a blend of Brazilian, Costa Rican, and Kenyan coffee beans. I'll try and do my best. Yes, Thomas, I've got it somewhere. If you do a search, it'll be there. Hey, hi Eve, hello, welcome. Now I think I missed someone made a super chat of $5, so I didn't see where that came from. Hang on. Oh, I must have missed it. Thank you very much, whoever that was. All right, let me catch up on these comments. Hello, Vladimir. I have not tried Iris Cedre. Okay, all right. There's a few others I need to try from that house. Thank you, Eve. My favorite band. Okay, so like I am all right. So I have a few favorite bands from different eras, I guess. So bands that are still making music, Radiohead. I think probably not so much the stuff they're making now, but like 80s, 90s Pixies. um, Led Zeppelin from the 70s, and I obviously love the Beatles as well. There aren't that many new bands that I would go and see. But yeah, they're a few of my favorites. Hello, Adam. What occasion do I enjoy the most in wearing perfume? I like wearing perfume all the time, every, you know, every occasion. It is nice having a chance to go, like a couple of weeks ago, I got to go to a wedding, which you don't get to go to too many. And I actually have another one this weekend. So it's always nice to choose a scent to wear when you get dressed up. Maybe everyone kind of feels that way, but I do like the chance to get dressed up and choosing a scent to go with it. I admire it in myself as well. Okay, Diana, I do get burned out by some perfumes. Yeah, see, I never do that. I never wear a perfume. I might wear the same thing twice in 1 week, but I never wear the same thing 2 days in a row. Well, it's very, very rare for me to do that. Musicians that I've been inspired by. Not so much inspired, but there have been musicians that I have been, well, yeah, like inspired, I guess, in whatever way, but not inspired that, I wish I could have been them. Like I have so much. I think anyone who is a musician or knows anything about music would be like just in awe of someone like Prince, for instance, who like was able to be so prolific, and play and be good at so many instruments. Like I think he's like a really, because he's Prince, or you know he was a singer and a big star. I think his guitar ability on guitar, for instance, was like kind of almost a little bit underrated. Yeah, and if anyone watched the Beatles documentary that came out recently, about writing and performing the Get Back album, um, it's amazing that you can do that, like write a whole album and perform it in like 3 weeks. It just seems crazy to me. Um, Welcome, Frag Chi-Town. Um, hey, Ash. Hey, Esther. Beware of Russian spies. I don't know what that means. Thank you for the super chat. How do I feel about this new trend? Hunt for vintage 80s masculines and praising them to the roof without any argument. Is it a trend? I don't know. I haven't noticed it. People who hunt for vintages, well, like usually they're gonna praise them, but I haven't smelled enough vintages to verify this. Um, if I could move to any career field now, what might it be? Well, the obvious answer would be, in some way, if I was able to make a living working in perfume in the perfume industry, that would be nice. But specifically, what, I don't know. I have no and like drive or ambitions to become a perfumer exactly. Like, I really like what I'm doing at the moment with Miscao, like helping Marie like get the brand launched and stuff like that. But like at the moment, there, like if there was some way that I could make a living and work, and it's all to do with perfume, that would be awesome. But I don't know, that seems like a very difficult field to get into. War mem, yeah, it lasts a long time. I have not heard of Crown Flowers by Frederick Mahle. Are you referring to Carnal Flower, maybe? Oh, hello, Kyriakos. Okay. Do I love perfume from the 80s? Well, I have a couple of perfumes from the 80s. So um, I have Antaeus. But they're not actually 80s bottles, but they were released in the 80s. Bellamy, um, Les Trois Simons from Caron. And there's probably a couple of others here. Just trying to think. Yeah, so I don't mind perfumes, like from the 80s. I did used to own a bottle of Kouros as well. Oh, and I've got Fahrenheit as well. So yes, the answer is yes. I have not tried Unum fragrances or Unum fragrances, but they are going to be available soon. Oh wow, Stephen, thank you. Thanks for the super chat. That's awesome. I really, really appreciate that. If you guys would like to fund my trip to Germany in a few months, feel free to donate. uh, my my bottle of, where did I put it now? Well, this is not the same version that you can buy in L'Occitane stores now. So the main thing I've noticed is that they've changed the label and the design of the label. There is definitely a note of like a note of incense in here. I'm not sure exactly what type, but there is a smokiness to this. Vanilla and cypress are the other main things that I smell in here. So I haven't smelled the new design bottle. The bottle shape looks the same, but the label has changed, and I don't know if it smells different. I haven't tried it. So I bought this bottle. This is, I want to say I bought this bottle in 2017, but it's probably a few years older than that. Only once, Kyriakos, have I tried Kinesa 10. It's from memory, it was very nice. I've just never gotten around to buying a bottle of it. What did I wear to the wedding? How did I forget already? I can't remember. I actually even, I wore Equipage Uranium. I must be missing. I must be missing something about this vintages and these $600 bottles coming out. So someone needs to fill me in, please. How am I missing out on Fragcom stuff? Have not tried Sauvage Elixir. Like I said, this is what I was kind of alluding to earlier. There is just so much stuff coming out, and it's really, really hard to keep up. All right, so Diana has good questions. Tell us about perfumes that most people love, but you dislike, hate. I want you guys who are watching to also answer this in the comments. Look, the first one that comes to my mind is, and I'm not alone. I'm sure I'm not alone here, and it's Baccarat Rouge 540. That's one. I do not like Parfums de Marly Layton. What's the other popular ones? There are two. All right, so I'll start with two, and if I think of any others, I will let you know. I also, not that I didn't like. There's been lots of very highly praised perfumes that I just not. I just didn't. I'm not dislike them. I just didn't understand why they were so popular. I'm just trying to think of some others before I move on and let you guys answer that. Yeah, right now I can't think of any other ones, but I'll let you know. Deluxe Lex. I have 65 perfume bottles at the moment. Vladimir, I have not tried any Jules et Mad. They say, hi Hito, they say Noir de Noir by Tom Ford is the greatest perfume in our decade. It is a new representation of Shalimar and Habit Rouge. I don't know who they are. I do like Noir de Noir, but I haven't heard anyone say that. Which decade also? Because I think it came out, I thought it came out in 2007. No. I hope to get some Les Indemodables, but have a problem. No favorites, just like them all the same. Maybe just get a discovery set, Vladimir. Stephen, the classic, the original Eau Sauvage EDT, I haven't smelled any vintages of it, so there's that, right? So my opinion is only based on what you can buy now, and my memory of it, because it's been a while since I smelled it, is that it was nice, pleasant, something that would be nice on a warm day. It just didn't grab me enough to want to have it. And the reason I love the Parfum versions is that they're a kind of different perfume altogether, not so much a sort of variation on that original one. Hello, Mohammed. What are my favorite Animalic fragrances? All right, so I'll just, if I see any in front of me, I'll pick them up. This one, Musk Tonkan from Parfum d'Empire. This is an extract version. Let's see. Sorry. Zing from Latison. I considered this a little bit animalic. I don't know if you can see that. This is Absolute pour le soir. Oud Palau. So there's a few of them. It's a little bit. There's some similarities, but I don't think they're. I used to have This Is Him. I think that's a very good value one designer. Which oud fragrance would I gift to a man? I don't know. I don't know if I could answer, if I have an answer to that, because like if it's someone I knew who wasn't that into perfume, I'd probably go with like a Western kind of synthetic oud, just so I don't scare him. I certainly wouldn't give him some oud palau. Probably something, like something along the lines of oud wood from Tom Ford, or a cheap version of it. Hey Andy, I have to really try grey flannel again, or wear it again. Yes, Stacey, you did help me choose Equipage Geranium for the wedding. Vladimir, I have to agree there. I have a little sample of Equipage, the original one, not vintage, but I prefer the Geranium flanker. All right, so vintages that cost $20 to $50 and now $150 just because of the hype, and that destroys creativity, like in the watch world buying. Yeah, okay, so people are paying the inflated prices. Can you explain to me how it's destroying creativity, though? Creed Juventus, Thomas, is pleasant perfume. Nothing that I need a bottle of. I don't dislike it. I just don't think it's the. Yeah, I'm not in awe of its greatness. I haven't smelled that one, Dawn. A lot of the Armani Privé have been less than impressive for me. Baccarat Rouge for you too, Stacey. Yeah. Yeah, okay, Baccarat. There's a trend. I don't know what Attar Musk Cashmere and Fleur Narcotic I've heard of. I can't remember what. Yeah, every PDM. Yeah, I have not been impressed by that house, Tina. Kyriakos, no, that's not actually true. I actually have Ambroxan raw material, and on its own, Ambroxan actually, I'm going to be I might upset a lot of people or be a bit controversial, but um, a lot of people, it kind of irritates me a little bit when they smell something like Dior Sauvage and say stuff like it's an oxen bomb or whatever. Um, I don't necessarily know if they are smelling it's ambroxan that they're annoyed with. I, because I like ambroxan on its own. So I, I can't think of one perfume that I've smelled where I've gone, oh, there's too much ambroxan in here. Sometimes I think people like to say stuff like that so they sound like they know what they're smelling. Anyway, that's my bit of controversy for the day. Um, okay. Everyone's got the things that annoy them. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've seen quite a few posts about this new Shalimar on Instagram. Stacy, Naxos, and Ani. I thought you liked Ani. Am I wrong? I don't mind Royal Oud, Thomas. It's okay, but again, I if I came across a really heavily discounted bottle, or I got a partial or a decant, not a full brand new bottle. Hey Vicky, yeah, I think Zing is amazing. Um, okay, Musk Tonkin was new. Yeah, the Musk Tonkin was one which I really love now, but the first couple of wears I wasn't sure about, and it grew on me. Matt, look, I have never regretted a few years ago just buying a bunch of, and you only need small. I still have them, and they only need to be small bottles. Just a bunch, the smallest amount of popular raw materials that you can smell in perfumes, especially popular ones like even if you start off with um, things that you can get from like that easy to get, like patchouli oils and vetiver oils and all the different citruses. Um, get a perfume, like if you have a perfume and you know you read that it's got a lot of a particular thing, even household things like smelling all the different spices, um, uh, smelling different citruses as well. So you can even differentiate between, a lot of people even find it hard to differentiate between lime and lemon and orange, mandarin, grapefruit. But definitely the best way to start I find, is to um, just buy a few raw materials, and then compare what you're smelling to what you smell in perfumes. And then obviously the perfumes are going to have other things in them. But um, the short answer to this is to smell a lot, smell often, make notes as well about how things smell to you. Even one, if you ever get a chance as well, Matt, I years ago I got to do like you can do lots of perfume making workshops, right? And there are, like, the one I went to was a few hours, but a lot of that time was just spent smelling raw materials, and then we got to smell a whole bunch of different, just concentrating on rose, and there were a lot of different rose raw materials you could smell. You could smell, like rose isolates and different varieties of rose, and actually, it was really interesting smelling them. They all smelled like rose, but they all had really different facets. Like, some had citrusy facets, some had musky facets. Yeah, so that's the only advice I can give you. Um, Petra, is this an answer to the oud perfumes? Yeah, Lindsay, it's a big shame that L'artisan have discontinued a few really good perfumes. So Vicky, that's a good question. If I ever come across anything that's similar to Zing, I'll let you know. Which perfume of mine makes me feel confident? That's a good question. Um, let's say I wanted to feel confident. What would I wear? All right, so this is just one, but like as soon as I saw it, I thought, yeah. And it's kind of the answer to this is I have to. If I wear this, I'm feeling confident already. So, like, it's the kind of perfume that I have to be in a particular mood to wear. But it's Gucci Guilty Absolute. If I'm wearing this, I'm feeling confident. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Vicky. Yeah, I don't know. I certainly don't feel like I've wet my pants in it. Um, oh, okay. In that case, I don't know if I would gift them an oud fragrance, just because if someone does love oud, I am not enough of an oud expert to find something for them, or I would feel confident picking something for them. All right. I need an example now of dirty body fold animalics. Favorite white floral dominant fragrances. All right. So I consider Seville Alobe a white floral with lots of beeswax. Um, I don't have a bottle of this, but it is one on my wish list. Saracen from Serge Lutin. So jasmine. Um, there's quite a bit of orange blossom in this. So I have mainly orange blossom perfumes for my white florals, tuberose. I do like Nuit de Bakelit from Naomi Goodsir. I do like 7753 by Histoires de Parfum. So I hope that's a few to look at. Yes, happiness and peace in a world gone crazy. The world is always crazy, Mr. Zanshin. Just sometimes it's crazier than other times. Hey, Mark. Hello. Lovely for you. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining. Yeah, well, see, that's a very good point, Diana. Molecule O2 is literally an ambroxan bomb. But I don't hear a lot of people complaining about all the ambroxan in molecule O2. True. I agree, Hugo. Last year, Vladimir, I went nearly 2 weeks without wearing perfume, and I did that on purpose because I was finding that my skin, from where I was spraying, was starting to become a little bit irritated, and I just had a break for 2 weeks, and it was good, and it was good to reset my nose as well. Stacey, which one are you talking about? Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the conversation. I've never heard you talk about Ambrox and Bomb, Vicky. Come on. Thank you, Mark. If you've got any tips, feel free to add them because I figure that's the best way to get familiar with different materials. Diana, I don't know. I guess it depends country to country. Here, there are a couple of places that you can order raw material, like there's a perfumery supplies that you can order materials from. Some materials you have to order, like, they have minimum amounts that you order, and it can get a little bit expensive. I am lucky enough I got a lot of stuff from a local perfumer who already had stuff. Um, and like just working with Miss Gao Marie has sent me some raw materials that she uses as well. Okay, so Kyriakos Nishane. Look, I don't know that. All right, so I'm gonna. I've smelled a few things, and I've done a review of a few things. Most of that stuff that I reviewed from that house is just okay. Like, like it. I wasn't smelling what a lot of people get excited about. I thought Annie was a nice vanilla perfume. That one's probably the nicest one I've smelled. But like I said, I haven't smelled a lot of them. And recently, I read or heard on Instagram that this is apart from what they smell like, that they were doing something a little bit shady, contacting influencers, um, and offering to send bottles to them for review, but they were asking them not to mention that they got the bottle for free. So there's that. I have tried Corrigan. It was okay, just to my nose. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. I'm going too slow. Thanks for keeping me in line, Petra. Uh, oh, okay. I've heard good things about Arabian Horse. So I'm sorry, Six Rock and Robin. I don't want to just like sort of not give you. I don't want to give you fake advice. Oh yeah, they are. Lover's Tale, maybe. This is a very good question, Vicky. What motivates me to maintain a small fragrance collection? Small, right? The 65 bottles are small. When you are interested in adding a fragrance, is there a process or thoughtfulness behind it? Okay. My motivation for maintaining a relatively small collection is that I want to finish some bottles. And I also want to wear perfumes that I love more than a couple of times a year for starters. So that's one motivation. And if I'm interested in adding a fragrance, like recently when I've gotten new bottles, I've gotten them because the one thing was that I had sampled them sometime before, and I kept thinking about them, and that's usually a good sign to me that I want a bottle. But um, I'm sticking to this kind of rule now that I have 65 bottles, that if I want to add a new bottle, I have to there has to be a bottle in my current collection that it gets replaced. So the new bottle coming in has to be more loved than a bottle in my collection. That's basically what I'm doing. Impulse buys, I've kind of lost that urge to do that these days. Um, Stephen, short answer is no. I might do it accidentally, well, not on purpose, I guess, where I've sprayed something on in the morning and then something new in the afternoon while that one's still on my skin. One that I don't have a bottle of is Iris Nazarena from Andis de Venustus, Antonio. Thank you. In the US, yeah, I have heard of Perfume's Apprentice. I have thought about this. That one thing, like if I ever had that opportunity, I probably would like just sitting behind the counter of a perfume store. It would be fun. Yeah, I also didn't love Sultan Vetiver either. Yeah, that's Les Odorants is where I heard about that Nishane stuff. Good evening, Jermaine. I thought Sticky Fingers was a perfectly nice patchouli vanilla scent. It's if you like patchouli, it's hard not to like. Speaking of influences, thanks for turning me on to Thomas. Okay, yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome human being as well. If you get to know him. Um, Which is the difference in using winter perfumes in cool weather and the opposite is only overwhelming or something more? Um, I'm for me wearing different like winter perfumes. I wear all my perfumes all year round, but there is definitely some weather where I prefer some perfumes, like like in hot weather, I always love wearing something like Mugler cologne. But in really hot weather, I find it hard to wear, something like Habanita, for instance. Okay, so um, heavy, heavy ambers and some incense. Like it's hard to wear in hot weather. Like I found also that spicy perfumes work really well in hot weather as well. So I don't like to group, this is a winter perfume, this is a summer perfume. Depending on the composition of the perfume, I think everyone should try stuff in all sorts of weather, because I was surprised by, if you look something up, it says it's, for winter or autumn or whatever, but it works really well in the heat as well. Then, Vicky, you have some work to do. Are we insomniacs, you think? I was already an insomniac before I got into perfume. Signature perfume. I talked about this the other night. I don't really have a signature perfume, but if I had to pick two, just because I've worn them so much and I love them so much, it would be these two. I can't get this camera to work. Oh, well, I mean, it's in reverse. There we go. I do, Stephen. There you go. Hi, lovely. Yes, it is live. Welcome. Hi, Anna. It is. And Jermaine, sometimes all you need is a couple of days. If I finish, Kyriakos, this is a good question. If minimum, if I can get through 2 mil of something, even better, 5 mil sample. If I still want it after that, that's a very good sign. I do. I just need I just need someone to bankroll that perfumery for me. I have lots of favorite notes, Adam, but if I had to pick one off the top of my head, it would be benzoin. Yeah, I think Weber does bring out some notes more than others. And like I said, spicy perfumes change character for me on my skin, especially in hot weather. And the very next comment also confirms this for me. Well, Anna says the jasmine blooms out of it, but I find stuff like warm spices like cumin, coriander, even black pepper works really differently when it's got some heat on it. All right, there we go. There's a free plug for Smellomania. I haven't heard about Smellomania before. Hey, Jonathan, lovely to see you. If I was going to assign a fragrance to my cat Blue, what would it be? I'm gonna give it Zing, Vicky, because sometimes when I walk past that kitty litter, I tell you what. Favorite scent or notes to smell on a woman? That's a good question. A particular scent, not really, like not a specific perfume. But okay, so like I'm just looking at some of my perfumes and wondering if there's any that I would really like to smell on them. All right, so I would be, like it would be nice to smell femme on someone. someone, a woman, I would really like to smell 1740 on a woman. And that's about, oh, well, that's all I can think of right now. Oh no, also that one, and also this one. Okay, let's move on. Oh, so just regular sandalwood. Awesome. JD, I think Idol by Luban is one of the best boozy fragrances on the market, and created by Olivia Giacobetti. I don't know if I've ever had that thought, Diana. A perfume that smells like love. I'm going to go with this. This has, to me, on some mythique, I don't know about it smelling like love, but I find when I smell it and wear it, there is something, I want to say, intangible about the way it makes you feel. I don't own any Stephen, but I still like how stuff like Old Spice smells. Well, I haven't smelled Mercedes Club Black Kyriakos, so I don't know. I'll let everyone else answer that one, Jesus. Only because I have heard of these characters, but I don't know them. Okay, Grudior, thank you. All right. Thanks, Vicky. Thanks for joining, everyone. I'm at the end of my comments. I can't believe it. I made it. And I've already been on here for an hour and 13 minutes. It's crazy. Anubis is a lovely perfume. All right, so I'm going to give people a chance to ask any last questions. That is the fastest hour and 13 minutes. Okay, so Thomas, I've got a question about Luban's Le Vetiver. Is this the one that is also like named Itasca, or am I imagining that? Anas asks me, do I have a ghost from the past that it isn't produced anymore that you'd like to smell again? Ooh, good question. Anna, actually, you know what? There is something, and I'm not going to remember the name here, and I don't have it here with me. I have still in another room. I have something that you sent me, a sample of something, and I'm not going to remember the name, but every now and then I open that sample and I love smelling. I love the way it smells, but when I asked you about it, you said that it was not made anymore, and I can't remember who it was from. So if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. Because I think when I smelled it, I instantly liked it. And I asked you, and then you said that it's not made anymore, but I can't remember who it was. It wasn't an. I wonder if it was Anna Tonato, Laura Tonato one. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not making sense. Kids are insane, and my dog's barking. Best unisex vetiver I've come across. Anat Fritz Classical. It also has lavender and patchouli, but I love the vetiver note in this, and I think it's definitely unisex. Awesome. Thank you, Stephen. It was my pleasure. My birthday's not till later in the week, but thank you again. All right. Thank you, Ash. Jonathan, yes, I will be picking up my big bottle of Eau Noir in June when I am in Europe. That's a very good. I have actually thought of that, Diana, but like I was worried that I was going to be too obvious with this. Okay, all right. I'll keep an eye out for it, Thomas. Look, I have to say, given that I own a lot of the most represented house, Afonso, it would be Guerlain. That sounds right, Anna. Oro puro. So I often sniff that. I don't spray it on because I don't want to use it up, but like I wish that was still available. Thanks, Jonathan. Oh my God, I would love a bottle of Benjoin Bohème. My pleasure, Six Rock and Robin. Berlin. Okay, all right. Well, this seems like a good time to call it a morning. I'm going to go and have a big fat coffee. And I want to thank everyone for joining me today. The people who left those super chats as well. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for commenting, asking questions. I really enjoyed having you. You're all very sweet people, and have a great rest of the weekend. Bye.